Hi, I would like to introduce you to the Boya BY-PM500 electret condenser microphone. The Boya BY-PM500 microphone is an easy to use condenser microphone for all your recording purposes. It's a USB based microphone, so you can use it with any device of your choice. You could use it with a laptop, a computer, a tablet, or even a smartphone for that matter. It's a perfect companion for people who like to work from home or remotely, and it helps people in the field of teaching or maybe podcasting, creative content creators. It has a USB-C type port at its rear and also a headphone port. The C-type port helps you to connect it to the device of your choice, whereas the headphone port is for real-time monitoring, and it also helps as a listening port when you're on a call or when you're doing a video conference. There are two cables that come shipped with this microphone: a USB-A to USB-C type cable. The USB-A to USB-C type cable is used for connecting it to your computer or maybe your laptop, whereas you also get a USB-C to USB-C type cable. Now this can be used to connect maybe to your tablet or maybe to your smartphone. The construction is fairly simple. Besides these two ports, the microphone also hosts a knob and a switch. The knob serves three functions, namely, it helps you to control the volume on your headphones when you're doing a real-time listen. It helps you to mute what you're recording, and it also helps you set the gain on the microphone. And it's a very simplistic design. So the microphone has an LED lamp around it, which tells you that when the microphone is powered up, it shows you the light. The light has different colors to tell you what mode it is in. So by default, it shows blue color, and this blue color signifies it is in the volume mode. Now let's say you would like to mute this microphone. All you need to do is you press the knob and it becomes red. When it is in red color, it means your microphone is muted, which means there is no sound being recorded on this microphone. And if you'd like to unmute it, you just press the button again and it comes back to blue, signifying that the microphone is now working and it has been unmuted. Now, if you'd like to increase the gain on the microphone, which means you want to increase the volume from your end, especially when you're on a call, then you long press the button and the color turns to purple. When the LED shows a purple light, it means you are affecting the gain on the microphone. So when you turn the knob, you'll be increasing the gain or reducing the gain. And you press the button again for a long time, it again turns to blue. So you come back to the volume function. Below the knob, you would find a switch. Now this switch is called a polarity switch. You would see that here. And by virtue of the switch, you can change the way the microphone records the sound. So there are two major polarities on this microphone. One is cardioid and the other is omni. Usually when you would use cardioid, it would be when one person is using the microphone. So it's to get sound from one side and lesser sound from the others. This is very good, especially when you do not want to get the reverb in the room and you do not want any other sounds to be coming in. Now the other option is the omni. You'll use omni when you want sound from all the sides to come. This is very useful when, let's say, you are having an interview with a person and you would like the sound of both the people to be recorded. So instead of moving the microphone every time, what you could do is you put it on omni mode and keep the microphone right in the center of two people and you can record instantly. The PM500 has a simple construction and it comes with its own stand, with which you could keep it on your desk. Now there will be many of you who would like to use this, maybe how you would use in a studio, as a studio microphone would be used, where you would have a shock mounting holder to hold this microphone. Well, I wouldn't recommend that because primarily when you use it with the shock mount, you'll be obstructing the controls, the knob and the switch. And secondly, there may be chances of scratching the surface of the microphone. But having said that, Boya has gone out of the way and they have given a groove at the underside or on the back of the microphone by which you could thread this onto a microphone stand. You could suspend it, or you could also put it on the microphone stand to face you and record. Now, when using with a cell phone or a smartphone for that reason, you have to bear in mind that this microphone will only work with cell phones that have a C-type charger port. So if your mobile phone is one of the older version that has a USB port, it will be very difficult for it to work because the C-type port helps to charge this microphone. It gives it power, delivers it power, and it also acts as a means by which digital audio is transferred into your cell phone. So it does not matter whether you're using maybe an Apple product or maybe an Android based product, but it has to have a C-type port. Now, there would be many of you who would like to use this with your cell phone, and there are chances that it may not work directly out of the box with your camera app. Well, there's a reason for that. You see, the way the operating systems are designed or the apps are designed, they may not be designed to take up an external microphone, because when they design these apps, they design them for your smartphone and they design it keeping the onboard microphone in mind. So you may have to use certain apps which allow you to use an external microphone. So a very simple, one of the examples of most popular apps in case of cameras is called Open Camera. Now with Open Camera, if you go into the settings, you would find there's an option to use external microphone. So when you use that, then the sound from the PM500 can get recorded. But maybe your stock camera app may not directly work. In case of certain other phones, based on the model and the manufacturer, that you may have to set an OTG setting on. When you're using the PM500 with computers, it does not matter what platform you're using. You could be using it on a Windows software, or maybe applications on Mac OS or Linux. It does not matter. The operating systems will pick up this microphone directly and identify this microphone as an input device. But your recording software that you use, maybe the most popular one you could say is Audacity, or you would be using one of your DAW softwares, you need to choose the PM500 as an input device. So once you do that, the computer understands or the program understands that it has to pick up the sound from the PM500 and you're ready to go. The same thing applies for getting the audio output. So usually you might have speakers in your room, but since you're using a microphone, you do not want feedback. So you can use the PM500 as an audio output device by which you could hear using the headphones. And by this, you could listen to what you have recorded at the same time. This allows you to have a pristine recording without any difficulties. It does not matter what platform, it does not matter what software you're using. The PM500 gets easily identified and it makes your work very easy. So it's very fairly priced and it's easily available in the market. Do give it a try, and I'm sure it will help you in all your works that you'd like. This microphone allows you to do a studio quality pristine recording, and you could record sample rates of 48,000 and 24 bit rate, which is, I would say, much higher than a CD quality that you would be recording. Having said that, I'm sure you would be delighted to try out this microphone and get your work done. Thank you.